One, you're up.
Hey now, we're back from being copyright struck.
That sounds like real tears there, Sitch. It sounds like real tears. How was that video you watched? Did you have to watch a 4-minute video about copyright and what to do and what not to do? What happened there?
Oh my god, it's so lame. They're like, you have to go to copyright school. And they make you watch a 4 minute and 30 seconds Happy Fucking Tree Friends video.
Did
Where they
YouTube
just
suck 4 minutes of your life away?
They sucked 4 minutes of my life away to make me watch a fucking Happy Tree Friends video from 1999 when the internet first came out, and
those
it
were
was all
good.
like telling you all the most obvious bullshit ever. And I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. So instead, I found a Facebook post. Oh, and then so after you watch the video, you're supposed to answer a little quiz to make sure you watch the video. Like, I'm back in school again. It's like, here's a little quiz, the testing your reading comprehension to make sure you watch the video. So instead, I just looked on Facebook and someone posted all the answers there. So I just used that.
Welcome to the internet generation.
Welcome to the internet. That's right. You can look for anything on the internet.
So the debate got really good after we got copyright struck. The debate started going crazy.
It was pretty good while we were watching.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, it started going off the hook. Like Warren got a good zinger in. I wrote down like Don Lemon came in with his race baiting thing. Like Don Lemon, all he wants to talk about is race.
Right,
so I took a bunch of notes so we can do a little talking about it. You want to do super chats first? Because we owe everybody a bunch of super chats.
Let's go through super chats. EP for $20 says, love you guys. I may or may not be able to tune in, but take my money. Thank you very much. EP for the $20. Ramiro Gandolf for 50 ARS. I don't know. What's ARS? Is it like assault rifle bucks or something? Says, this is the weirdest bongo cat yet. Yes, that was a very strange bongo cat. That would have been better, wouldn't it have been, if it was just... If all the candidates were just bongo cat?
Well, I think he's talking about the guy, the old-timey intro that they had.
Oh.
Remember the guy actually did have a bongo.
You mean the pledge?
Yeah.
Or the anthem? So I just looked up. ARS is Argentinian pesos. So thank you very much from our Argentinian friends.
Yeah, nice.
Taylor Ramirez for $5 says, Tim Ryan, Steve Bullock? Who are these people? Did they just add more? Tim Ryan was in the first one. He's crazy face Tim Ryan, the guy who looked like a serial killer.
That's the bald guy, right? With the beady eyes?
No. That's Delaney. That's the guy who looks like a cartoon character.
Gotcha.
Tim Ryan's the guy with the gray hair who he looks so serious, like he's gonna stab someone in the face. And Steve Bullock was new. He was not in the first debate. They lost somebody. Somebody dropped out, and then they gained one.
And they were so important that we don't even know who it was.
So important, exactly. And Steve Bullock had the weirdest accent. I couldn't place it. It was like half Midwest, like Southern, but like half Californian. It was very weird. Very weird. X Cons for $4.99 says, One Punch Man is a spinoff of Dragon Ball Z about Krillin and Android 18. It's about a superhuman bald man and his blonde cyborg lover. You know what? That's very true, and I can't believe I never realized that before.
I actually started watching One Punch Man.
Ooh.
I started watching it on Netflix, and it wasn't the dubbed one, so I was like, forget this. I'm not gonna read this nonsense. It's bullshit. This is bullshit.
You won't watch something with subtitles?
I looked all over for it. I guess you can get it on Amazon, but you have to buy it. And I was like, I'm not gonna buy this crap.
I can give you. Do you have a good virus protection program?
I'd fucking triple wrap that thing, man.
Okay, see, I can give you a good website then that has all that.
It's like, oh no, you're sending me to a website that you have to have like 3 types of virus.
Well, look, I always go to that website.
Oh no!
I never had any problems, but I have I have Norton, so I just want to make sure, you never
Holy
know.
Cow! We're raking in the super chats. Thank you guys. You guys are so generous. This is we were I was actually a little depressed because now I have to go back to being banker. I'm losing my freaking Jewish banker here. This is bullshit. I hate doing math.
Look, we're breaking down boundaries, okay? You're not gonna have to do math, okay? You'll just subtract this amount from whatever the amount is that I'll give you.
This is gonna be super complex math. I can feel it.
This is why I can't trust artists, okay, to do number stuff. Jeez.
Oh man, I'm just gonna add you as a manager on my account.
Exactly. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Why won't you read subtitles?
Usually it's because I'm doing other stuff at the same time. Like
You can't do other stuff
or...
and watch One Punch Man. It's too beautiful.
I got to admit, I did watch like one episode, and I was like, "This is fucking phenomenal, man! This is such a good idea. This is great."
I would think as an artist too, you would really appreciate the artwork.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I watch a lot of anime. I just when you can listen, like you listen to when they're talking, and you just look up when the action scenes come on. Then you're like, okay, now I'm fully. This is like inspiring me for what I'm working on.
You're too ADD. You're like, I gotta be on my phone while they're talking.
Not really. I mean, it's funny because when you paint or draw and you absorb media or listen to books or anything at the same time, I can look at the painting and I literally remember the book that I was reading. It's this weird thing. Yeah, it encodes in your mind.
No, like I know, like a lot of times when I used to play Minecraft, I would like listen to Joe Rogan streams.
Yeah.
And then if I hear the stream again, I remember what I was doing, like what I was doing in Minecraft.
Yes, exactly. There's actually a TED Talk on this. The lady says you should doodle when you're listening to lectures and stuff like that. That a lot of people think doodling during a lecture is not good. You're not paying attention. They think it's rude, but in reality, it helps you remember. So.
I think that's person by person, because I know when I would doodle in school, I completely would just not listen at all.
Yeah, you would not pay attention.
Yeah.
Sitch, you're drawing more boobies. Put that paper away.
Okay. Jar full of love for 5 Aussies says 3 questions. Sitch, do you have a day job? Yes, and I believe I've talked about this before. Adam, what are you reading now?
At this moment, I am between books. I actually started re-listening to Why Nations Fail because I don't have a good book right now.
That's like is that your go-to?
Why Nations Fail is an amazing book. Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff in it. Sometimes I try to memorize books because I feel like if I know all the information in here, it'll be great. Right. I'll have it. It'll be like a Rolodex in my mind.
Some people quote Shakespeare, but Adam's like, I'm going to quote Why Nations Fail.
Yeah, exactly.
And the third question is, will you guys do a stream on the Jessica Yaniv Lindsay Shepard controversy? I don't think we'll do a stream on that. I mean, is there enough to really talk about for a whole stream on that?
I think she's a faker.
Oh, for those that don't know, Jessica Yaniv was the trans person that is suing because the waxing facility place would not wax her balls, even though it was a waxing place for women and women parts.
Oh my God.
And apparently she got into some spat. I didn't see like what exactly was said, but she got into some angry spat with Lindsay Shepard. And apparently Lindsay Shepard got kicked off Twitter for making transphobic comments. But then after everyone complained, they let Lindsay back on. So.
Yeah. But I think she's doing it for attention, though, and we'd just be giving her more attention, right? You're in the same boat.
You think Jessica Yaniv is doing it for attention?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, she's also like, it's interesting because like all these weird things came out where like she wanted to have like topless underage pool parties.
Yeah.
That parents weren't allowed to come to. Like it all this like weird, creepy ass shit. Everyone's like, I don't know about this person.
That's not right. It doesn't. My intuitions are not liking this.
Right. It's she's one of those things that like right on its face. It's just everyone knows this bitch is crazy. So.
Yes. Yeah.
So I don't think we'll do a stream on it. Unless we'll do a stream on it if one of the woke bread YouTubers defends her in a video. Then we'll do a stream on that video. How about that?
Oh my goodness. Do you
Taylor
watch any of the
Ramirez
bread YouTubers? Do you watch it? Is there any in particular that you watch? I try to steer clear of them because they're so.
I watched the last. What's his name? Philosophy Tube, right? That's the guy.
Is he a bread tuber? I don't know that he's a bread.
Yeah,
tuber.
he is definitely a bread tuber.
Really?
Yeah,
100%. Yikes.
He's the guy that we watched. He did the Jordan Peterson video, right? Where he
Yeah.
dressed up like a devil.
Yeah.
He's trying
terrible
to be
lighting.
points
Yeah.
so bad.
F minus for lighting.
But
see this right here? See this right here, guys? See that?
Backlight.
That's called a backlight. Notice how it makes this little line on my forehead, my hair. Like, notice how it just the scene pops.
You need to send him an email. Tell him how to light.
Yeah.
But I was funny because he just put out some video that I didn't watch. But the video before it, he was criticizing Ben Shapiro's take on abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, I'll watch this because I don't agree with Ben Shapiro's take on abortion. But the video was so fucking stupid.
Oh my God.
That because his whole premise was like it wasn't even his. Someone else came up with a stupid premise. And I was like, okay, what if someone kidnaps Ben Shapiro and is going to like remove one of his what's the organ that you have two of that they always take?
Testicles.
No.
Kidneys.
Kidney, yeah. I always get kidney confused with the spleen.
Yeah, Ben Shapiro's ball.
You want to take like Ben Shapiro's kidney and give it to this like world famous violinist against Ben Shapiro's will, and somehow they're like equating this to like abortion. It was like the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life. And I'm just listening to this, and I'm like, this is like the dumbest fucking argument. Anyway,
yeah.
So even though I disagree with Ben Shapiro on abortion, Philosophy Tube couldn't even convince me of something I already agree with.
Bad, very bad.
Very bad. Taylor Ramirez for $2 says, way too patriotic for the Democrats. You know, it's funny. I don't know if you brought it up or Scott Adams brought it up, but he was saying there's some study that like when people see American flags, it makes them more likely to vote Republican.
I know. I was thinking about that when I saw that.
Yes. As soon as that happened, I started thinking about that. Like, maybe you gotta take it back. How about that? You gotta take it back.
I was like, uh-oh, guys, you have no idea what you're doing here. Like, Jesus. Make it stop.
I think only a few of them had American flag pins on.
Yeah, Bernie had some weird wooden nickel.
He like a subway token. Yeah, you see, that's the thing. If you're not going to wear an American flag, you shouldn't wear anything. You shouldn't wear some like fucking little symbol. No one knows what the fuck it is.
Beto had a Mexican flag.
And Elizabeth Warren had like the Washington Redskins logo. She's very insensitive.
Oh my goodness.
Radio Plastic for $2 says Pac-Man stream got shut down. Good luck, boys.
Wow. Really?
Yep.
On Twitch?
He's talking about Pac-Man was streaming on YouTube and it got shut down.
He's on Twitch right now. Pac-Man is on Twitch right now.
Right. Apparently everyone migrated to Twitch.
Which is why our numbers were off the charts.
Yeah, our numbers went up to like over 1,000. So that was why, because we were the only people on YouTube.
Only ones dumb enough. Remember when you said, oh, we're dumb? We forgot the debate was this week. It turns out we're dumber than we thought.
Well, okay, wait a minute. We're not that dumb. Because look, we're not that dumb. Because here's the thing. Our streams didn't get caught the first time. No. That's because of the way that Adam so brilliantly sets the screen up, that it doesn't get detected by the auto detection. And here's the thing. All the people that got hit first, like Dave Pacman and Nuance Bro, I'm assuming they all got hit by the auto detection. But we were manually detected. So some fucking employee from CNN is sitting on YouTube right now, constantly typing in Democrat debate and refreshing and waiting for streams to pop up to manually flag them.
Yep.
So
and that guy is soon to be our best friend because I'm going to
we're gonna
email
ask
him tomorrow
nicely to retract. See, I guess what we should have done if I had thought that was a possibility is that we would just not label it anything to do with the debate. Yeah. So he wouldn't find it.
You should have labeled it Game of Thrones commentary.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. The totally, completely Game of Thrones, not political commentary
This
stream where 12 people argue about Game of Thrones policy. Grammartron 3000 for $2 says that singing was bad.
Oh, it was awful. Oh, it was awful.
I was too distracted by just how bizarre the whole sequence of events was to notice how good or bad the singing was.
You thought you were watching an episode of Black Mirror.
It was so cringy and weird. As you said, just it's a debate. It's not a baseball game. Or someone in the chat said that, It's like,
Yeah.
come on. It's Critters Buggin for $7 Canadian says, WTF was the cringe. Why is the debate a sporting event? Oh, never mind. He said it. But it's not as cringe as Trump saying he was at Ground Zero helping on 9/11.
Did Trump really say that?
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Like Trump was out in the rubble? Like
he said, I didn't see the whole thing. I saw David Pacman was talking about this. There's some clip of Trump. I don't know why he was saying this. Trump claimed that he was helping like shovel the rubble away at 9/11.
No,
like
no
looking
way.
for people.
No
He
way.
did. Well, he said like, oh, the first responders did most of it, but I was there or something. Like he made it was some like ludicrous comment.
He drove by in his limousine and rolled the window down. That's a good.
Yeah,
like gave him the thumbs up. Good job, guys.
Well, no, I'm waiting for someone to say he wasn't even in New York at the time.
Oh my, probably.
It's probably somewhere else completely. But it was a gross thing for Trump to say, to act like he had some involvement, whatsoever. Hammy227 for 10 Aussie bucks says bloop. Thank you for the constant bloops, Hammy. Contrast for 2 Aussie bucks says so hyped for learn Espanol with the Dems. Yeah, we were disappointed that there was no Espanol from Pito Rorico.
Yeah, Beto got bitch slapped last time, and he was like, okay, I'm staying in my lane. No more, no more gringo talk.
Yeah, I don't think anyone liked it. That was the thing. Everyone criticized him for it.
Yeah, he was all over the news, but I guess it was bad. I mean, it hurt his poll numbers.
Bad.
He's down big. So.
Well, if even the woke, he's doing it to appeal to the woke people, and all the woke people said it was like bullshit.
Things caught fire after our stream went down. Like we listened for a good half hour, and things like there was standing ovations and shit, man. I'm curious whose poll numbers are going to go up.
We'll see, because they didn't really match. I think, our opinions of what happened the first time either.
What do you mean?
Like the people that we thought did well and did poorly, like it didn't. I don't think the poll numbers reflected that.
Yeah.
No
one
people
watched.
Are stupid. So what can I say?
No one watched. They just listen to what they're like. A couple people watch and they broadcast their opinions about it, and that becomes the opinion.
Right. You know what? That's 100% what happens. They just listen to what the news says, and they say, "Oh, I like this person now."
Yeah, exactly.
Hallucinate for $2 says anything right wing is a Pavlovian bell to lefties. Pavlovian, sorry. I don't know what was happening at the time that you were referencing. But
anything right wing is a Pavlovian
bell to the lefties. Like it makes them, salivate.
Yeah.
Get hungry.
Yeah, they were.
I think you can say that's true for any party for the other side. They just get so anti whatever the other party wants.
Yeah, so much of the stuff it was when they dipped into immigration. I mean, I don't keep tabs on immigration that much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the kids in cages thing is, I guess, really driving a lot of the base. Like I've heard a lot of people say the kids in cages, and a lot of people around me just that floors them. They're so angry about it. Yeah.
It seems, it's like a very seemingly un-American thing that for most people, they didn't know that was happening until just now. So,
well, if your parents commit a crime, or if someone commits a crime and there's a young child in the home, I'm assuming that child goes to some somebody else to look after.
Right. See, this is why it's kind of annoying because I think this was after I don't know if this was after we got cut off or not, but they kept asking them, "Will you decriminalize illegal immigration?" And here's the problem, because it's like a very disingenuous question, because you hear that and you go, wait, you hear that and you say, what the fuck? Like, you want to say it's legal across the border? And it's like, no. No one's saying it should be legal across the border. They're just saying it will be a civil dispute as opposed to a criminal one. And the reason they're saying that is because apparently the Trump administration is using whatever the legal statute is of it being a criminal dispute to separate the children from the parents and to put them in the kids in the cages.
Yeah, they're incarcerating them.
Exactly. So if it was just a civil, so I guess the Democrats are arguing if it was merely a civil, if they went back to making a civil dispute, it would still be illegal and people still would get kicked out of the country, but they would all be able to stay together until they're kicked out of the country.
Right. And the thing that I don't like is they conflate that the top priority for law enforcement is to figure out if they really are parent and child. So,
well, is that true though?
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard that's like the talking point.
Oh, really? You think it's not accurate?
I have no idea. Like, I've heard like that's always the conservative defense of the child separation.
Right.
But I've never seen stats on any of this. I have no idea what's true or what's not true.
Yeah, you can't tell these days.
Because the same thing everyone talks about, like
everywhere.
Well, exactly, because everyone talks about like, oh, the kids in cages and all that stuff started with Obama, and the Democrats say, well, that was like way less people. So I'm like, well, is that true? I don't fucking know. Like,
yeah, I looked it up, and they had about 1,600 kids were in question, and they had like 1,000 had returned to
this under Obama or right now?
No, right now.
Okay.
Because I was curious, like, how big a problem is this? Are we talking like millions of kids? Like, what are we talking here? I want the numbers.
So 1,600?
They never talk about the numbers. Yeah, and some of them were elected to stay with some of the kids, because they talk a lot about family separation, but I think there was about 600 of them that voluntarily separated because the parent was like thrown out of the country and the kid wanted to stay with other relatives.
Did it say how many? Like, how many people are being held in these detention centers, like total?
Yeah, I don't know.
That seems like it's probably just a shit ton of fucking people.
Yeah.
A Very Dead Horse for 199 says John Bill. I don't know what that word is. Delaney is gonna win, guys. Let me look at what this word is. Oh, it's the guy from King of the Hill. I never. It's funny. I use King of the Hill clips all the time in my videos because they're often really relevant, but I've never actually watched. I'm a faker. I'm a fraud. I've never actually seen a full episode of King of the Hill.
I used to watch King of the Hill all the time. I watched so much King of the Hill, but King of the Hill, Futurama. God, I love Futurama.
So what was Bill's last name?
Bill?
The guy, yeah, the kind of balding guy in the white tank top.
I don't remember.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Big fan over here. Okay. Ramiro.
Who's Rusty Shackelford?
I don't know.
Big
I never
fan.
Watched the show.
Big fan.
I just said I never watched the show.
Rusty Shackelford is.
Oh, he's the guy with the orange.
Dale's fake name that he uses whenever he gets
pocket
caught.
Sand. See, I know things.
Doing anything.
Dale's got pocket sand. I know references. Ramiro Gandolfo for 20 Argentinian pesos says, Beto speaking English, why he must be a racist.
Yes, exactly. We all knew we'd catch him speaking English sooner or later.
Okay, this next one, this is a hard one. This is going to challenge all of your moral foundations. This is going to be the hardest question you're ever going to answer. Okay, ready?
I'm ready.
Writer John Buck for $2 says, F, marry, kill. Williamson, Klobuchar, and Warren.
Oh, no.
Nah, that's rough.
I know.
Actually, it's not rough. I got an easy one. I got that easy.
Well, go ahead. What?
Okay.
How's it?
So, Okay, obviously you're gonna marry Williamson because
No,
she is
she's
the
crazy. What are you talking about? That's
she's
the
the
biggest.
magical anime girl
Don't
who's going
do
to
it,
fill
man.
your
That's the
life with
biggest
love.
mistake of your life. I gotta talk you out of this. As
She's
a
gonna fill
friend,
your
you
life-
don't want to do this.
She's gonna fill your life with healing
No.
crystals
No.
and magic love
No.
and peace and happiness.
You're gonna come
And she's a
home and there's
best-selling
gonna be
author,
like
Adam.
3 guys in the bed, dude. Don't
No.
do it.
No, because I
Don't
no.
do it.
No. She will respect. She's
you-
a softie. She will respect my feelings and wishes. Okay.
It's not gonna happen, dude. She's gonna.
Oh,
ask
who are you
for-
gonna marry?
She's gonna ask
Who are
you
you
for an
gonna
open
marry?
marriage.
Who are you gonna marry out of that list?
Oh man,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
it's like it's the worst. Hold on, it's Elizabeth Warren.
Klobuchar and William.
Huh.
You marry Williamson, you kill Klobuchar, and you unfortunately take one for the team and bang Warren.
No, you'd bang Williamson
Okay.
because she's got the crystals. She's got to be good. She's got to be crazy. I'm thinking Warren. I mean, how old is she? She doesn't have much longer to live, right?
Yeah, well, presumably, if you marry them, you're gonna have to have sex more than once. That's the way I always view these questions.
Ugh, why you got to ruin everything?
So
I
that's
had
why
a
I'm
plan
saying
here.
You don't want to have sex with Warren more than once.
I had a plan. I had a plan. I was gonna stall. I could run out the clock.
You're gonna run out the clock. She's gonna come home to you and be like, "Adam, come get your Indian chief." Woo, woo, woo.
Oh my God! All right, I'm not answering then. I'm abstaining.
You're not
from
answering?
This is too difficult. This is too difficult.
There you go, John Buck. You'll know that I am the true host here, and Adam's the true psychic.
So you-
he wouldn't
you,
even answer this question.
Okay, you went for you're marrying Mary Ann.
I'm marrying Sailor Moon. I'm going to bang Pocahontas, and I'm going to kill Klobuchar.
Okay. God, why do I have to marry? Okay, I'm gonna marry. I'm gonna do the same thing you're doing. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
No, I figure it's as long as I'm not gonna fall in love with Mary Ann. It's kind of
Right.
that's gonna be an open marriage in no time. Yeah, you're right. You did it correctly.
I did. Well, at least it'll
Yes.
be open for you too. So there you
Yes.
go.
We're marrying the same chick, dude. We're totally best friends now.
Yeah, awesome. We'll take alternating days. How about that? Contrast. This question went in a weird place. Contrast for 2 Aussie bucks says John Delaney's voice sounds like Vince Vaughn. If Vince Vaughn was annoying and less charismatic, then yes, I'd agree with you.
Yeah, I like Vince Vaughn.
Hummer Eduardo Rodriguez Medrano for $5, or that's Ajit, right? Whatever his name is. I'm sorry, I forgot Hummer.
I can't see
someone
it.
would like. What were you saying?
I can't see it. I just came to the realization that I have super chats on my end. So
That's right. Somebody would like to keep their private insurance because it's more efficient and covers more than public single payer. Yeah, they were getting into this. I wasn't entirely clear. They kept making this distinction between some of their plans between Medicare for all and having Medicare for all, but then also having private insurance, which is what I thought Bernie was supporting. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was saying that they would just have no private insurance. Is that what Bernie was?
yeah,
position is?
Bernie's talking about tearing down the healthcare industry. Like he's saying the healthcare industry should not be for profit, and that scares people who have for profit health insurance because they believe for profit does a better job. And I'm sympathetic to that argument because
well, I don't see what's the point. Like, what if people want to pay extra for something? Why not let them?
Well, and we talked about this before on other streams, how in nations that have universal health care, they have private health insurance too.
Right.
It's like the rich people have health insurance policies. So, and I guess, the Republicans will say there are 40% of people who don't pay any tax at all. who don't pay any income tax. Obviously, they pay sales tax and whatnot.
Right.
I mean, you and I we're getting reamed for taxes. Like the middle class is just getting totally raked over the coals. When people talk about free healthcare, I'm like, free healthcare? What are you talking about? I want my tax dollars spent on my healthcare. I don't want my tax dollars spent on the garbage they're spending my tax dollars on now, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I'm not getting free healthcare.
Sending billions of dollars to Elijah Cummings' district for whatever reason.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Exactly.
Spend my tax dollars on my healthcare and we're good. Like, screw everyone else. Forget about those people. Yeah,
exactly. Taylor Ramirez for $2 says it's like two girls wearing the same dress at prom.
No, I know.
Yeah, it was. They should have had the ladies in the group and even the gentlemen. They should all talk to each other beforehand and make sure no one shows up in like the exact same outfit.
I wonder if they do, because who cares if a guy matches? Well, we're technically matching right now, but we did it to be cool.
I mean, I guess it's less bad if a guy's like, because it would be what their suit and tie color would be the same.
Yeah, presumably. You wouldn't even notice.
It wouldn't be that noticeable. But yeah, it was funny because it wasn't just they're both wearing red on black and like the exact same type and cut of like the suit. Exactly the same.
Very close.
Almost. Yeah. So yeah, they should have definitely communicated beforehand. Taylor Ramirez for another $2 says everyone's so angry at this debate. Everyone was very revved up, except for Mayor Pete, who seemed to keep his cool throughout the whole thing.
When I was a soldier in the heat of battle, carrying my M16 with my troop of brothers,
as we saved poor indigent children from evil fascists while raising the American flag and saluting. That's why I should be president.
Exactly.
Paid for by Mayor Pete.
And it's so funny because he's going to say that and then Trump's going to walk over and be like a foot taller than him. And it's all going to be for nothing.
I know. He just looks so young too. I liked a couple of the things that Mayor Pete said in the beginning. I liked when he said, stop caring what the Republicans are going to say. And he said, there's something else he said that I liked.
Warren had a huge zinger right after this stream went down. I wrote it down.
Like, which was?
The bald guy with the beady eyes. Delaney. Okay. So Delaney was talking about how, we can't do this or we can't do that. Like, it's so unrealistic. Guys, your head's in the clouds. And Warren said, I don't know who would run for president and talk about all the things we can't do. It was like smack. Yeah, the audience went crazy, and I
get
even
your
thought,
realism and pragmatism the fuck out of this stage, bitch.
We're trying to win here, goddammit. Free money.
Well, it's funny because all the candidates basically were saying they were trying to admit that having healthcare for everyone would obviously raise taxes.
Yes,
but they're trying to say like, well, yeah, it's going to raise your taxes, but it's going to be a net benefit to you because you're going to not pay for your medical insurance.
Yeah, Bernie says that straight out.
Huh? Yeah,
like Bernie just says that straight out and gets past the question. Right. Everyone else was him and Han though, because they didn't want to copy Bernie.
Yeah, well, and also because no one wants to say they're going to raise your taxes.
Yeah.
Except for Beto, who just said it's just not going to raise your taxes.
Yeah, exactly.
He's just using magic.
It's not going to happen. Spanish is not going to be the official language in 1 year.
Maybe that's the problem. He was converting the number to pesos. That's why he didn't raise taxes.
I gotcha.
There you go.
I gotcha.
Mr. Brownie 86 for 3 Aussie bucks says MAGA from Perth, Australia. And for another 3 Aussie bucks says harness the energy from Bernie's arms movements.
Oh, I know. He was flailing tonight.
He's very animated. He's always very animated, so
I think they started an hour early tonight too. I wonder if that helped because the energy level was off the hook, man.
You're right. Because the other one started at 9.
Yeah.
And these are old people.
All these old people, they hit the wall at like 10 p.m. It's over. Exactly. It's lights out.
There you go. That's a good idea. They should start these at like 6, 7 o'clock. And let them have their early bird special.
Yeah, Bernie gets his coffee in the morning. 9 a.m.
No. It's terrible. Hummer for another $2. Hummer Eduardo Rodriguez Medrano for another $2 says, Already a half an hour in the debate and no Spanish. I know, so disappointing. We're looking forward to it.
We officially ducked out a half hour before the debate ended, though, so we could still bet money that Beto O'Rourke did Spanish in his final statement.
And it's fine. No, I bet he got too much flack from it. I don't think anyone liked it. He didn't get any praise for that.
Yeah, and the press hit him hard for that raising the hand thing. I don't know if we were still running when Buttigieg like thanked the host for not asking them to raise their hands. It was like, do you remember that?
People were criticizing them for him for saying that?
No, some they were asking about, they were on the immigration question. I think we were still going, and Buttigieg,
yes,
one of the commentators said, "We're not going to ask you to raise your hands," and Buttigieg said, "Thank you," basically. Thank you. And he whispered under his breath, like that idiot Chuck Todd in that last debate.
Fucking Chuck Todd was. Oof. Well, though, none of them were asking the crazy questions as Chuck Todd was asking, in my opinion.
Yeah, they were hitting him hard on the healthcare thing, though. They were. What's that guy's name? Jake Tapper. Yeah, Jake Tapper was just hitting like both barrels again and again and again. You're gonna raise taxes. Talk to us about your tax raising.
Yeah, he was hitting them pretty hard, but I felt like it was more in a fair way compared to fucking Chuck Todd's. Raise your hand if you want to give illegal immigrants health insurance. This is such a losing issue. Like, I don't understand why they can't just come out against this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're for the least of us here in America.
Yeah. Like, I think we're both in favor of some kind of, government-run health option. But I don't think illegal immigrants should have that option. Like, I don't understand why it's complicated. Like, why is this a complicated concept?
Yeah.
I don't know. Michael Humphrey Sewell for $1.99 says, F, MSN, well earned. Yes, an F for the mainstream tonight. The Wooster for $4.99 says, Pete Buttigieg is your typical slimy, robotic, milquetoast politician. I don't understand why everyone else can't see this. I normally agree 100% with that. I've never been a Mayor Pete fan. Everything he says sounds fake to me and very politician-y. But he did say two things I liked. I don't remember exactly what they were. He did say two things I liked in this debate. So this is the first time I actually maybe got suckered in to the Mayor Pete charm for just a moment.
You did.
Yep. But normally I agree. Alex Karras for $5. Thank you very much, Alex, who just drew that cool Saitama picture I posted on Twitter, says, Oi, chat, join the Discord. Voice chat is fun. That's right. We have or Adam technically, even though he never goes on it, has a Discord that has become unofficially, I guess, our Discord.
That's not my Discord. That's Caffeinated Tweaker's Discord.
It's CT's Discord, but it's called. But I thought she made it for you or something.
No, they just like to make fun of me.
Oh, okay. So if you want to join a Discord where we make fun of Adam, join Laser Dicks Anonymous.
Yeah, exactly.
Send a tweet to CT, the Caffeinated Tweaker, and she will be happy to invite you.
It's LAA. How can you go wrong?
There you go. Hallucinate for $5 says, we should help Latin countries become economically competitive. Are we just going to take people indefinitely? The Cold War has caused much instability. That's what someone said that. Bernie said that. Isn't that what Bernie said?
Yeah, that bugged me a bit. Because Bernie's like, we're going to fix Latin America. Now we're going to be nation building all over. I'm like, Bernie, what happened here? Well, I thought we talked about this.
You're not in favor of that? I don't know.
I'm not in favor of foreign aid.
Well,
foreign aid is a mess.
I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest. I don't know. I barely know anything about those countries' situations.
Yeah, the foreign aid.
About Honduras or Mexico or anything.
The problem with foreign aid is we pay the distribution is all out of whack. So we give foreign aid to countries, and it maintains these dictators that just keep their boot on the population. The money never helps any of the people there.
Right. That's a good point. That's a
We
good
do it
point.
for totally selfish reasons. We do it because, oh, they have a voice on the UN or something, and we want their vote next time we want to invade a
Well,
country.
it's got to be a
Like,
way we can do it, though, right? Like properly.
yeah, don't don't give the foreign aid to the ruthless dictators. That's how they maintain their power. They pay off the military to
Yeah, but
beat
okay,
heads.
yeah, but I don't know enough about the government of structure of Mexico or Honduras to be calling them ruthless dictators. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We need something. I think Scott Adams he's the one pushing this idea that there should be like this private entity that like just goes around fixing countries. I'm like, that sounds like a cool idea, but I don't know how feasible that is. The Wooster for $10 says Pete Buttigieg. Oh, repeating himself says Pete Buttigieg is the typical slimy robotic milquetoast politician. Every time he speaks, it takes me back to the boring pre-Trump dark ages of politics. Williamson all the way. She'll make anime real. She will. And that's why we're gonna marry her, both of us.
Man.
Right?
Yeah, totally. Hopefully she's president because that'll make us like the first dudes.
That's right. That's
Oh
right.
my
We'll be the first
God.
dudes. There you go.
I would resign if I married Warren and Warren became president, I would resign.
You resign as being husband.
I would divorce her. Yeah.
Okay. I don't think you can resign being husband. I don't think that's how that works. Sean Welch for $10 says, they say Trump's the problem, but he was the one who called it a crisis when they denied it. He's the one who wants to give $3 billion to help the caged babies. They denied it. I'm so sick of Orange Man bad. Well, I agree that he's the first one. I mean, he was he was pointing out that it was a problem before anyone else was. But I don't know how much of the money is supposed to go to helping build like larger facilities, and how much of the money is supposed to go to just building walls and shit.
Yeah, I'm not following this very closely. How closely are you following it?
I'm not following very
Kids
closely.
in cages stuff. It's like,
Yeah, I'm not following very close. It's too depressing to follow closely.
It is totally depressing, and it's like I don't know how much of it is real. And you keep telling me the one thing that makes me feel good about it is like Republican talking points. But you should take that to heart, that like people are going to go where the good feelings are over the bad feelings. Unless they're just, I mean, it's so weird because there is this huge part of the Democratic base that just, they want to live in the end times. It's so funny that they give the religious right a hard time for always being on the edge of the apocalypse, but they're doing the exact same thing. They're like, climate change is real. We all have 12 years to live. Kids in cages. Oh God, the world's crashing around us. It's the age of Trump, right?
They kind of switch. That's what happens. They switch. The pendulum swings, and whichever side's out of power or becomes afraid is the side that calls for the apocalypse. So,
well, I understand when characters like Don Lemon are upset about it, because Don Lemon is hanging out at the White House every other week when Obama's there.
That is
no, I'm dead.
You're a racist.
What are you talking about? Google Don Lemon and Obama and tell me what you see in the image search. Because like Don Lemon is not hanging out with Trump.
Well, yeah, obviously.
What do you got?
How many times did Don Lemon go to the White House?
How many times did Don Lemon hang out with Obama? How many times did Don Lemon do LSD with Obama? Type that in.
Okay, typing in how many times he did LSD with Obama didn't bring up the correct, answer.
So. Oh, it didn't? Damn it.
No, surprisingly no. Actually, I can't find the answer. So if someone in the chat knows it, you can
there's
let us
definitely
know.
I guarantee you there's a picture of Don Lemon and Obama hand in hand.
No, I'm not saying obviously there's a picture of them.
I'm not searching right now, but I'm doing a live stream here, so if someone else wants to search, let us know. But you understand what I say. Like
I understand what you're saying.
People like to hang out. No, it's not a race thing, it's a power thing. People like to hang out in the halls of power. And a lot of the media, like Trump isn't even going to their once a year love fest. What's the thing that they do once a year? The press
correspondence dinner.
Yeah, the correspondence dinner, right? Like Trump has not gone for we're going on 3 years here. He hasn't gone to one of these things.
I think it has less to do with that. I think more to do with the fact that the media for the most part, even Fox News, people forget this, but even Fox News at the time, a lot of them were anti-Trump. The whole media was anti-Trump. So for
Right.
him to win anyway is kind of like spitting in their eye.
Yeah, you made us look bad. We got it wrong, and now we hate you for it.
Exactly. So
Life is so unfair. So unfair.
EP now I think that's all for the super chats that I got. So now I'll start reading super chats that you got.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. EP for another $20. Jesus Christ, EP, you need to calm down. No, actually, don't. You can keep giving us money, but still, says, "Hey guys, take some more money. It isn't much of a consolation, Sitch, but I hope it eases this thing. Thank you very much, EP. I really appreciate it.
He
It's
did.
just a little annoying.
He did try
What?
to soldier through, but you could
Yes.
tell Sitch was a little disappointed. I mean, it's like a 3-month thing that so I guess we're on this channel for the next 3 months. Come to this channel.
Yeah, I guess. And unless we can email the guy, they give us a little email address, and we can
Yeah.
beg CNN to like take the strike away. So unless Adam can smooth talk very nicely this guy to remove the strike, then we'll be streaming on this channel until October 28th. So
I am going to do my best to sweet talk him, and I think I got 3 strikes actually removed on my Think Club channel. So I am a decent sweet talker.
Oh, wait a minute. You could reapply for monetization yesterday, right?
I didn't do it. Yeah, I didn't do it yet.
Oh, you gotta do it. I'm praying for you. Everyone, I want you all okay, we're all gonna channel Marianne Williamson. We're gonna send out positive intentions in the universe and actualize Adam getting back monetization for his channel. For
Yes.
Think Club. Okay? We're gonna all pray to the God, to universe, to all mankind.
The only
Adam,
reason
get your monetization back.
The only reason I didn't do it was because there's one video left that I'm going to delete that I wanted to do a video and watch it one more time because it's just a great video. It's a great video.
Right.
So
that's fair. I get it. Critters Buggin for 2.79 Canadian says, "Did the test include reading my super chat, you Jay? How dare you?" I don't know what test you're talking about, but I just read your super chat right now, Critters Buggin. So take that.
Yeah. What is the test? I don't know.
I don't know.
What's that J mean?
He means the copyright test that I had to take.
That's hilarious. Do you know super chat? You got to read your super chats before we strike your.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that we still get the super chats. I have no idea if the super chats
I know.
I don't know if they'll get refunded to you guys. I don't know if CNN gets them. I don't know what happens, but
That's
we'll see.
hilarious.
I think we still get the super chats, if I recall correctly. So
we'll find out.
We'll find out. $50. Thank you very much, JMac, for $50. Says, "Sorry about the copyright takedown. I'm really looking forward to the actual presidential debates after tonight's display. It's going to be more exciting than the Super Bowl. Oh my fucking God. The presidential debate is going to be amazing."
If Marianne is if Marianne is the nominee, oh my God, it's gonna be good.
It's probably gonna be Camilla, and I mean, I'm not a big fan of hers, but at least she'll fight Trump. You know,
Did you look at the polls?
Very aggressive.
Did you look at the polls? Because it looks like it's gonna be Biden.
No, I do not believe that.
Biden is surging in the polls, and Camilla dropped like a rock. I couldn't believe it.
Really?
She lost like 8 points. Yeah, it was unbelievable.
If Biden wins, my brain is gonna just explode. I don't understand.
They did the same thing with John Kerry. I'm like, why the hell are you nominating John Kerry? He's the most boring person on the frickin' planet. It's like, but that they want to win. They're like, oh, let's play it safe.
But it's not even them, because like the media is so anti-Biden. Like no one except for the people in the polls is for Biden.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Because like with Kerry, the media was pushing him.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
So I'm looking. The last Emerson poll has Biden at 33%. Has Sanders in number 2 at 20%.
Okay, so maybe Sanders is creeping. Sanders was on fire tonight. Jeez.
Yes.
Like, yeah, he was the only one that was doing good when we were still alive. And then when we went off, he got a couple of zingers in. He got that, like, I wrote the bill. God damn it.
Yeah, someone was criticizing some bill Sanders wrote. He's like, I wrote the bill. Where were you? And I was like, oof.
Yeah, no, he got good ones.
No, I'll be ecstatic if even if Bernie wins. Because here's the thing. Even if a lot of people here don't agree with Bernie Sanders' politics, at least you know that he's like a real person. Like he's not some fucking stooge.
Yes. He's telling you the truth.
Right. Yeah. As you said, he was the only one saying, yeah, I'm going to raise your taxes, but you'll make more money at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got some false information because before the stream, someone told me that Bernie was doing poorly in the polls. So
yeah,
they were wrong.
I think I saw Nuance Bro tweeted it out, and I was like, what? Like Camilla had lost.
Huh, interesting.
Camilla was down a bunch. Yeah.
Hummer Eduardo Rodriguez Madrado for another $5 says, why Don Lemon, worst journalist of the year, asked about white supremacy? Is completely irrelevant if somebody knows Richard Spencer is because CNN gave him a platform.
Oh, I know.
Good point. Great
zinger.
Point.
Yes.
Great point.
Don, I wrote my notes. Don Lemon, here comes the race baiting. Like he said, the question that he asked, which was the total like loaded, when did you stop beating your wife question? Like, why are people prioritizing the economy over bigotry?
Yeah, what a bullshit question. What does that even mean?
Totally.
You know what that means? That memeans why aren't we giving people reparations? That's what that means.
Oh yeah, that was another one. Where did I put that?
Because he asked Bernie Sanders. He said 73% of African Americans are in favor of receiving cash money as reparations. What do you say to? And Bernie is not in favor of that. He says, "What do you say to those people?" And I'm just me and I told Adam at the time. I'm like, yeah, 100% of Americans were polled, and they all want free money from the government. How do you respond to this?
That's what I said. I'm like, why isn't that 99%? Like, what happened there?
Exactly.
What happened there? Actually, that's actually a good thing,
right?
Because there's like 23% of it, or
27%.
Oh God, math.
This is why you can't do the super chat math.
20%. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you got $5 this month.
Here's the thing. We'll say 20% were against it and 7% didn't answer.
Well, I'm thinking 27% don't need the money. And I'm like, good. That's great. That's nice.
Right. Maybe. Or maybe they're all Republicans.
Well, to hear the Democrats tell it, though, every single African American is living under a bridge somewhere. Like, come on.
Andrew Cruz for $2 says, should have gone to D Live. All the cool kids are doing it. We haven't. I don't know. We kind of mused whether we were going to do the next one tomorrow on Twitch or not. So I don't think we've decided yet. But
I think we should. I think we. The debate was like on fire, so I think we should probably do it.
Yeah, we might do it on Twitch. So we'll tweet it out, a link, if we do.
I have a Twitch account that has 5 people, I think.
Exploding Pretty for $5 says, label the next video Donkey Party Hunger Game.
Well, that's a great name.
A great name. That way we will definitely avoid.
I like it. It's descriptive too, because the Democrats are the donkey. You get it, Sitch?
That's right. They are the donkey party. That's right. They are the donkey party, and it is a game of survival.
It is very much a Hunger Games, right, at this point.
You go. You all had dirty, disgusting, pornographic thoughts, but that's all your own problems. That's not what we meant when we said donkey party.
No, exactly. It sounds like you might have had the disgusting. I only ever thought it was donkey party.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Critters bugging for 2.79 Canadian says, ignore my last super chat, but still read it. LOL. Okay, there you go, Critters.
We ignore no super chats.
Someone in the regular chat right under it, his name is 45 Lies. Says Trump did say he was at 9/11 helping. He lies.
Nice.
I would assume the person named 45 Lies has all the knows when Trump's lying.
Are they all Trump's lies? Probably so.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Trump did say something like that, and it was absurd. Contrast for 5 Aussie Buck says he didn't say that. Oh, okay. Contrast is disputing this. Check out Tim Pool's video. Sitch, this is as bad as your opinion on Watchmen's ending. Contrast, shut the fuck up.
You disgust
me as much as Renoa's personality. You know, you disgust me as much as Squall's lack of a personality. How about that?
Who's Renoa's personality?
Oh, Renoa is the girl from Final Fantasy VIII.
Oh, okay. What's her personality like? Maybe
I'll
we should marry her.
I don't remember her person. I don't remember her having a personality. So, Final Fantasy VIII is a terrible game. I'm sorry. It's an awful game.
I liked the movie. You want to fight about it?
There was no Final Fantasy VIII movie, you fucking piece of shit.
There wasn't? There's a Final Fantasy movie.
There was a Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie, which does not have anything to do with the game.
It's not related to the game? Oh, okay. That's a movie. That's the movie I'm talking about.
Okay. That movie was boring and stupid, so I don't know why you liked it.
You didn't like the ghost fish? Come on.
I don't remember the ghost fish. Okay, well, I'll watch Tim Pool's video. Because I watched David Pakman's video, and there was some clip, and Trump seemed to be saying that he was helping people remove the rubble. So unless David Pakman cut the video in a dishonest way, so I'll check it out after this.
David Pakman, he might have done that.
I don't know. Critters Buggin for $6.99 Canadian says I was down there also. Oh, he's okay. Here's the quote. I was down there also, but I'm not considering myself a first responder, but I was down there. I spent a lot of time down there with you, Trump, on 9/11. Okay, so that's still okay. So I understand he's crouching it enough so that you're going to have the two movies situation.
Right? Yeah, this is what he's brilliant at.
Okay. So he's not saying, if that's the whole quote, I thought it was longer than that. If that's the whole quote, then he's not saying he's pulling off the rubble, but he's still trying to associate himself with the first responders and saying, I was down there also with you. I don't like that. Too close. Too close.
I lived in New York, and I seem to remember that Trump Tower was super close to Wall Street. Like right next door.
Wall Street?
Yeah.
You mean the towers?
Well, Wall Street and the towers aren't right next to each other, but they're all in downtown New York.
Right.
So they're all pretty. I mean, they're all within walking distance of one another. So I mean, he could have just been hanging out at Trump Tower and say, you know, I was down there too. Like I lived down there. Right. I'm just saying.
Right. Right. So okay, well, I'll look into this more. I want to get to the bottom of this, and I don't want to give you guys wrong information. Okay. Going down.
I know.
Caffeine Tweaker for 2 Canadian says, "Kill them all, make it look like an accident." I'm assuming that's in response to the F, Marry, Kill question.
There we go. I like your moxie.
There you go. That is the calf. As we've been playing D&D with CT, that is the CT solution to most problems. Just kill everyone. One day, Adam, you'll play D&D with us.
Holy cow! I wonder.
One day, Adam, you'll play D&D with us. Don't ignore me.
I was looking up where Trump Tower is. Trump. This looks much further away from Lower Manhattan, like. Because I have photos from like in front of the Trump Tower and Wall Street. Mm-hmm. Where the hell is Wall Street?
So it's nowhere near, is what you're saying.
Well, Trump probably moved it. Are you kidding me? He's like, oh, there goes the neighborhood.
I don't think he moved the tower.
There goes the neighborhood.
Away. He just pushed the tower away after 9/11.
No way. They get like you've never seen them move a tower? They get like a bunch of helicopters. Come on, they do that shit all the time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Where's the next super chat? Come on.
Okay.
let's
I'm-
change the
okay.
subject quick.
I was waiting. Devin Flake for $10 says, Sitch, check out the work that Tim Ballard does to stop trafficking of kids, Operation Underground Railroad. Okay, so I assume that's in response to what you were saying, Adam, about well, I was claiming it was a Republican talking point. So here we go. I'll look into this.
Oh, you got the
Tim
link?
Ballard, Operation Underground. I got his website.
Nice.
Yeah. Ramiro Gandolfo for 50 Argentine pesos says, third world country economy only lets me donate a few cents, really, but here, love you guys. Also, I'm still waiting for the Mueller analysis. I'm very sorry, Ramiro, but you'll be waiting for forever because there will never be a PSA Sitch full video Mueller analysis. It was taking...
Go ahead. Sorry.
It was taking way too long to do, and it would get no views. Because
Mueller doesn't care. Like Mueller's
because Mueller doesn't care. People on YouTube don't care, and then also YouTube would purposely suppress it.
Yeah.
On top of all that, so I'm thinking, I read most of the report, which took out a long time on its own. But then I was like, I had little animations I was working on. I showed some people that are patrons of mine some minor things I was doing with it, but it wasn't worth it. So here's my abridged Mueller analysis, okay? Trump, it doesn't seem to me that Trump had any connection whatsoever with Russia at all. But Trump did try to interfere with the investigation into him. And he did obstruct, or attempted to obstruct, including trying to get his, was it Don McGahn or his lawyer, to fire Mueller. And then when he wouldn't do it, he tried to get him to lie about the fact that he tried to get his lawyer to pretend like Trump never asked him to do that. And then Mueller even said when he was speaking to Congress that Trump lied under oath in the written questions that he answered. So he definitely did lie, and he definitely did commit obstruction. Now, is that worth impeachment? Well, I guess that's up to each individual person. But so there's your abridged analysis.
Okay, I found it.
You found it. What'd you find?
40 Wall Street, the Trump building.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trump has real estate all over New York. Okay.
I will say, though, one other thing on this is that I don't agree. Some people are talking about going after Trump after he's not president anymore. Whether he loses in 2020 or he wins in 2024. And I thought this is a really bad precedent, because it's like, okay, so you're not going to go after George W. Bush for lying about getting us into a war and committing war crimes.
Yes.
But you're going to go after Trump because he lied and committed obstruction, which is bad, but still, I don't see how that compares to, what George W. Bush did.
This is a Sophie's Choice type situation. And do you know the story of Sophie's Choice?
I've seen the movie, if that's what you're asking.
Isn't she deciding which kid gets killed or something?
Yes. Yes.
So it's like two unthinkable options. And just do you want to set a precedent? A lot of people talk about Trump staying in office forever, becoming a dictator, right?
Right.
There's no better job than being an ex-president. But
right.
As soon as you take the incentives away from being an ex-president because you start incarcerating ex-presidents, then all of a sudden there is an incentive to stay in office forever. This is why dictators never leave office, okay? Even if Kim Jong-un could escape to Switzerland, he knows he's not safe because the Swiss government is not going to protect him. He's not untouchable.
Exactly. That's the thing, is because, for example, if Putin ever somehow lost power and someone from the opposition came into power, he would be arrested.
Well, he would be arrested or killed immediately.
Or killed, exactly.
Yeah, because they would worry about him killing them.
Right.
They want to maintain power. This is how power works. We have a good thing going in the United States, and this whole this scares me. This totally scares me. There's two the day that you see an ex-president incarcerated, it's tough though, because at the same time you don't want to you want to believe that the presidents aren't above the law, right? So
Well, that's why I'd say I agree with you. That's why it is a selfish choice, because you don't want to incentivize presidents to stay in power forever, obviously, by
correct,
having them afraid that the second they lose power, they're going to get arrested by their opponents.
correct,
But presidents shouldn't be above the law.
totally
So that's why I'm saying, if you're going to go after a president after he's out of office, it's got to be for something fucking huge.
huge. Yeah, exactly.
Huge. Okay. So that's why I'm saying, okay, if they went after Bush for war crimes, that's like, okay, that's understandable. That's acceptable to me. But going after Trump just because he's a big asshole and he lied and he was obstructing, which are bad, but he was obstructing for something that he I don't think he did in the first place. He didn't this is the whole thing that's so stupid about this whole situation. If Trump had just let them do the investigation and just sat back and said nothing and did nothing and didn't try to didn't fire Comey, didn't try to fuck with Mueller or anything, then he would be 100% in the clear right now.
That's just so not Trump, man. That's so,
I know, but this is so hilarious.
This is a guy who can't stop tweeting. Come on.
I know.
What are you talking about? He wants to orchestrate everything. Like, he wants to get in there and he's like, I'll just clean this up. He's a micromanager.
I know. It's true. It's true.
It's crazy. So that's the thing about the filing charges against him after he's out of office. There's there's two things. Like, a lot of people think our democracy is going down the toilet. That's pretty much something people believe, right? There's two institutional breakdowns that I'm watching. One is the Supreme Court thing. Like, it scares the shit out of me that a sitting president can't get a Supreme Court pick unless his party controls the Senate.
Right.
We've passed that. Yeah, we passed that line. And I'm looking for when we go back to the other side of the line, the safe side of the line, where people respect the other party. We aren't in that situation yet. I'll be super happy when a Democratic president gets a pick from Republicans or vice versa, because that means we're back on the safe side of the line. I don't know that we're going to be on the safe side of the line. Like, I'm skeptical.
I don't either.
Yeah, that scares the shit out of me. And also because they've been talking about it since they talked about it with Hillary Clinton when she left office. People are chanting "lock her up." They've talked about it with Trump. They've talked about it with Bush. Like, when they incarcerate an ex-president, that's another line that I'll be saying, okay, well, fuck.
Right. Well, it's going to be complicated, because what might happen is they're going to when Trump's out of office, they're going to go, people in the New York local government, state government, are going to go after him out of spite. And the thing is that they're probably not even going to go after him for anything he did when he's president. They're going to dig up all sorts of illegal shit he did before he was president.
Right.
So,
yeah,
that's it makes it even more a bizarre, morally gray area.
It's just scary.
I don't know.
Dude, it's scary.
It is scary. Hummer Eduardo Rodriguez Madrano for another $2 says Mexico is not a dictatorship, but it kind of is.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on in Mexico. You argue with the libertarians about a strong central government. If the government can't control crime, if there's areas of the nation that are just controlled by other third parties, like, how is that not
drug cartel?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So,
look, I played BioShock. Okay, I know that the Ayn Randian objectivist libertarian government is going to work. Okay, I played BioShock. I saw what happens when that gets implemented.
There's no lawless areas.
Have you played BioShock?
I haven't. No.
Okay, well, you need to get on that.
Is it good? Maybe I will.
It's great. It's literally about someone made a fantasy version of an Ayn Randian novel that takes place under the ocean, like a futuristic city, even though it takes place in the 60s or something, and everything falls to shit.
Nice.
And you got to kill monsters.
How are there monsters all of a sudden?
because the way the society fell to shit was because they figured out how to splice things into your DNA, like by giving people like kind of mini superpowers. But since there's no regulation, it just kind of went bonkers.
I love this story. This is awesome.
So all the people are like fucked up, like drug addled, like DNA splicers. That's really funny.
That's great.
It's right up your alley.
It actually sounds good. I'm a sci-fi junkie.
Hallucinate for $2 says, "Is it my simulation or ours? It's in my point of view." Well, obviously it's my simulation because it's in my point of view. I don't know what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, it's my simulation. I'm not the sidekick in my simulation.
Adam,
please,
Adam, you're just a part of my simulation. You're not real.
Please tell me I'm not a sidekick in my own simulation. Like, I just realized how unfair life really is.
Well, it's not your simulation; it's the computer's simulation.
Yeah.
Unless you're agreeing with Mariana Williamson in that we're actualizing our reality, so then it is your simulation.
I just looked up Nick Bostrom's paper on this. We were actually arguing about it on Twitter. I was arguing with John Buck in the chat.
Nick Bostron's paper about what?
About the simulation. All the simulation stuff comes from a paper that Nick Bostrom wrote. I think he wrote it in 2012 about how there's like 3 options where one of these options has to be true, that intelligent life is snuffed out before they can make simulations as complex as what we perceive as reality. Okay. Normally they call.
I was reading a chat.
Okay. Normally they call this the great filter. That they look out in outer space and they're like, "Where's all the intelligent life? It should be there's so much space. It should be teeming." So they've hypothesized that there's some great filter. So Nick Bostrom says this filter always snuffs out intelligent life before they reach the technological ability to create simulations that are of equal perceptual value of what we live in. Obviously, if we live in a simulation, it's got to be a damn good simulation, right?
He's saying this is evidence of how it's not a simulation?
No, he's saying he hypothesizes that there are 3 claims, and one of these claims has to be true.
Okay.
And the first claim is that life is always snuffed out before they reach the technological ability to create simulations that are as good as the real world that we're living in. Life is snuffed out before they can create the Matrix. Before that happens.
Got it.
Premise 2,
okay.
or claim 2, people can achieve that level of technological development, but they lose interest in creating simulations. Because right now, there seems to be a lot of people that would like to create these simulations.
Right.
I count myself as one of them, right?
Right.
I want the Jesus simulation. Come on. Why wouldn't we simulate the Jesus narrative? Come on, Kevin Ham that's like the first thing he's gonna do.
What is the genius narrative that you're talking about?
No, the Jesus simulation.
Yeah, what is the Jesus simulation?
Ken Ham, well, they made up that park. They've made up a park which is like a simulation, right?
Oh, you mean the Holy Land's place?
Yeah, totally. He's going to make a simulation that you can walk with Jesus to the Passion.
I see.
Yeah,
but I don't think when people talk about simulation theory, they're not talking about a specific point of time being looped, because you wouldn't need to have. If you were just looping some specific time, like Trump's presidency, you want to experience Trump's presidency. Here's the simulation. You wouldn't need to create schmucks like us talking on YouTube about it, because no one's going to experience that.
Why wouldn't you do it who cares?
What would be the point?
Because you'd want to examine you'd want to say, what were people talking about during this?
But that's more of people studying. That's not tourism.
Anyway, Nick Bostrom is
okay.
The claim, you understand the second claim,
I understand.
Right? People lose interest. They don't want to make these simulations.
Okay.
They have the power, but they don't want to do it. Why they wouldn't want it? That's the least plausible one. That one's not true.
I don't agree.
You think that's true?
I don't agree that if I think people will make simulations. I don't agree with the idea that the simulations would be self-aware the way that we are.
Okay. So anyway, the third claim is that people will develop the ability to create these hyper realistic simulations. They'll reach the technological advancement to basically build the Matrix. They will build the Matrix, and they will build many of these matrices for lots of reasons. Like he postulates ancestor archival, I guess you'd call it. So then if you think that one is correct, then the chances that we're actually living in a simulation is much more likely, just because there'll be much more simulations created. So that's where all this talk comes from Nick Bostrom's paper. Right.
So fuck Nick Bostrom.
Yeah, you don't buy into the simulation stuff.
I
find it fascinating and terrifying at the same time. I love it.
I find it stupid, but that's just me.
You love the Matrix, though. It makes no sense at all. Why would you love the Matrix and hate the idea that we could be living in a simulation?
First of all, I don't love the Matrix. I like the Matrix.
No, you love it. It's your favorite movie. You told me it was your favorite movie.
Really? Like
no,
when we talked on stream, we talked about how like the third one was so terrible.
What's your favorite movie? Is it District 9? Come on.
District 9. I've only seen District 9 once because I loved it when I was watching it, but it was so intense that I couldn't watch it again.
I've watched that movie like 20 times.
Because I have like a weird
I love
psychological. No, it was good, but I have a weird psychological hang up about like transforming into like a monster and like body horror. It was so gross.
Spoiler alert! Jeez, did you see the new Tarantino movie yet?
No, I did not.
It's good, man.
All I saw was Chris Reagan having the worst fucking opinion on the planet, daring to say that Inglourious Bastards is better than Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can't even debate me on that one.
Yeah, it's not. I'm not taking up the. Sorry, Chris. Sorry, you're gonna lose that one.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh man.
Someone in the chat said that I missed a bit in my last Trump video about his tweet, because I didn't talk about how his tweet kind of distracted people from the fact that he made these asylum changes. And I didn't want to bring that up because Tim Pool had been bringing that up like constantly. So that's the reason I didn't talk about that in the video. I try not to try not to go over grounds that other people have gone over.
Yeah. Interesting.
But then unfortunately when you don't, people always say like said she didn't talk about this. I'm like, anyway.
Yeah, you got to assume that the person has never, like, they're on YouTube for the very first time, and you're the first video they've ever watched in their lives.
But they're not the ones pointing this out, because then they wouldn't know the other point. They know it because they've seen Tim talk about it like 4 or 5 times.
That's funny.
Right. So,
yeah, but you just got to pretend that doesn't exist. Seriously.
I guess. I don't know.
So much of making videos. I watch bad videos all the time, and I think they're saying stuff that I have no idea. Like, they're talking about things that I feel.
You're right.
They think I should know about, and I don't know about.
I know. That's why when I was doing my first Game of Thrones video that did so well, I tried to explain
Game of what?
Simple Donkey Party. Game of Donkey Party. I try to explain the concepts super simply and keep showing examples of movies, because I agree with you. You have to try to explain everything.
Yeah. No, that was a great video. Because I never saw Game of Thrones, and I'm like, this is great. I never have to watch this crappy show.
Exactly.
I got the summary right here.
There you go. Drew Welty for $1.99 says, I wish someone took a knee during the anthem. #woke.
Oh, that would be so good. They should have all. Marianne should have taken a knee right in front of all of them.
That would have been the most amazing fucking thing, wouldn't it have been?
Oh, it would have been incredible.
It wouldn't have been Marianne. It would have been Beto. He would have been the fucking asshole to do that. You could see it. You could see Beto fucking going down on one knee. Like, ugh, fucking Beto. Caffeinated Tweaker for 2 Canadian says, how's hiding in the barrel working out for you, Sitch? Yeah, see, Adam, when we were playing D&D, I hid in a barrel. and I was a gnome, and I
Oh
rolled
my
the highest
God.
possible hiding roll imaginable. I hid in that barrel so fucking well, you couldn't believe it. And CT got mad at me
That's
because her hiding
hilarious.
spot was nowhere near as good as my hiding spot. She was jealous, so she sat on my barrel and started stabbing it with her knife.
As a
Jealous.
certified Hufflepuff, I admire any kind of hiding that you
There you
like.
go.
I actually look up to you.
There you go. Hey, we were hiding from guards, okay? And actually, it turns out that we're in the Matrix, so maybe that's another reason if you like the Matrix so much. Apparently,
That's
we're in the
awesome.
Matrix, so I think CT is if you're Hufflepuff, CT is definitely Slytherin.
Yeah, she is Slytherin. We've talked
That is
about
funny
this.
that you're Hufflepuff. You are the lamest. You're in the lamest house.
Hey, buddy, I thought we were friends. Come on, go easy.
Okay, Ravenclaw forever. Creators bugging for 279 Canadian says Trump did 9/11. 9/11 first responder. Okay.
Oh my God.
Sure
My
did.
God.
He sure did.
I'm totally lost. I don't even know where. Oh no, kind of.
Okay.
Oh, no, I
We got a
got
couple
you.
more. Hammy227 for 2 Aussie bucks with another bleep bloop. Thank you very much, Hammy, for your constant blooping. And Contrast for $5 says clap, clap, clap. Finally, someone with a worse movie opinion than Sitch. What are your thoughts on Batman, the animated series? Oh, you're talking about Chris. Yeah. First of all, I have the best opinions about movies. Okay. And Batman, the animated series is amazing. Who would possibly criticize Batman, the animated series? No one.
Yeah.
No one.
Haven't seen it, but I'll check it out. I have so much to watch.
It's kind of dated. Well, the first season's kind of dated. After that, it gets better. But it revolutionized. It revolutionized Batman, I think, for a generation. That's the only reason. I don't think we would have had the Nolan movies if it was not for Batman the animated series.
Interesting. Yeah.
So that's it. That's it for the super chats. We made it. Ravenclaw is not the worst. Ravenclaw is the best. Okay. As for people that are smart enlightened centrist like me.
Yeah. My wife gave me the quiz, and she's like, I knew as soon as you ran from the forest, you were a Hufflepuff. I was like,
ran from the forest?
Yeah, there's some question about like a forest, a deep, dark forest. What are you going to do? And I'm like, run the other way.
That's funny.
Yeah, totally.
Kevin H. Tweaker for another 2 Canadian says, the barrel needs arrow holes. You're welcome. Look, the barrel didn't need your fat ass, okay? That's all I'm saying. It had an arrow hole. Like a knife in it. Okay?
She tried to kill you?
She was just trying to alert the guards to my presence.
Oh, really?
Jealous.
Oh, no.
And yes,
That's
Batman
funny.
Beyond was fantastic.
She's
I'll stand by that 100%.
She's not cooperative.
She's not. No, Kevin H. Tweaker's, she's got her own plans, okay?
Nice. I like that.
Right.
All right.
No, Slytherin is shit. Ravenclaw is where it's at. People know you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, Rose. Okay, get out of here.
I got 5 more minutes. Shall we play the outro?
So okay, I guess we're winding down. Thank you all for coming. If we do this on Twitch tomorrow, I will send out a tweet, and Adam will send out a tweet. So just check the Twitters. And I guess that's it. Adam wants to play the outro, and then we'll be out of here.
Yeah, we can post a little thing on our community tabs too.
We can do that too, yeah.
Yeah. If you still have your community tab, I don't know. They might have just totally shut you off.
No, I don't. I think I still have the community tab.
Maybe we'll be on your second channel still. Maybe the guy will have pity on us. I'll tell him I'm in a wheelchair. I'll send him a picture. Oh, sorry, we didn't know.
We don't see your legs in the video.
Hell yeah! I'm in my wheelchair here. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
All right, let me find the outro here.
It's right on the screen. I can see it.
I want to win, I just wanna win. I wanna crush you till your windpipe caves in. And I wanna be the prettiest person at Earth Cafe. And I hate Tina Fey. I know that's taboo, so if you don't like it, you can fuck you. 'Cause I want her money, her glory, her baby, her dog, and her job. And if one more person tells me I have to watch Modern Family, I am going to buy that gun I have my eye on. I once loved a boy, he did not love me. In retrospect, I would have to agree. But you can still bet the next one I met, I put through the ringer. Yeah, 'cause that is the world, that's how it works. Every heart's broken and everyone's jerks. And money don't change it, drugs can't erase it, you can't blog it away. And if one more person asks me what I have been working on lately, I don't think I'll ever stop crying.
Take care, everyone.
Laters.